like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open, unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken, never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Brady's Patriots. With that, let's get on out to Houston. We're standing by as our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the New England Patriots. And he'll make it across the 20 as his... Guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, Ryan. And his first look is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's second down. Here's the offense, and we talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammett.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammett shows better athleticism than what people expect.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 77 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Let's discuss this offense now, and Julian Edelman, very good player.
Has really developed into a terrific slot receiver, and a lot of times he would be the primary receiver. Still mad coming out of college that he's not a quarterback in the NFL. He takes it out on the opposing defenses.
On second down, here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. On play action, now Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Play to try and pick it up, but they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And take it right on the 30. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And now the possession will switch over to the Atlanta Falcons. And this offense so good for 3/4 of the Super Bowl, Charles. At one point, the advanced metrics had them at a 99.5% chance to win. It just seemed like everything was going their way, and then the fourth quarter happened.
I think when we review this game, and we say, okay, where did it get away from the Falcons? What was the number of plays the Patriots ended up running for the game?
93.
And the Falcons ran 46.
46.
So they wore down their defense on that one. But look at what they did.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here come the Patriots again on offense, the Super Bowl champions. And, boy, they have been able to do it a lot of times, Charles, with unsung heroes, haven't they? Look at the names that led them through the playoffs. Hogan, White, Lewis, guys you just wouldn't think of.
Yeah, Deion Lewis, a 5th-round pick, 3 touchdowns against Houston in the divisional round. Chris Hogan, undrafted. He ends up having 180 yards in receptions, including 5 plays of 20 yards or more against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And how about James White, a 4th-round pick out of Wisconsin? Think about who he played behind while he was at Wisconsin, and he turns out to be the unsung hero of the Super Bowl. Would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
And you mentioned James White at Wisconsin. He was behind who? Melvin Gordon and Monte Ball, right?
That's correct.
Falcons did a pretty good job of containing Hogan. 4 catches, 57 yards. Of course, that was coming off a 180-yard performance in the AFC title game.
I wonder if that thigh injury he had going into the game hampered him at all, maybe a little bit. But I know this. Trying to get away from the Falcons' coverage was difficult for the New England receivers throughout most of the game. But since New England accumulated a lot of plays on offense, I think they wore them down a little bit.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vic B Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 4. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just outside his own goal line.
That's a really fine play there, because anytime you see a comeback route, that means you cannot just stay in one spot and make a play on the ball. You've got to move your feet and move with the receiver, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So, Charles, early December, the Falcons signed an offer to a 4-year, $38 million extension, and they got a pretty good early return on their investment in the Super Bowl, didn't they?
They got a massive return on investment. Look, the 82-yard interception return for a touchdown, that's going to be the signature play. But he made a bunch of other plays in the game as well. I think his tackles approached double digits. I think his pass breakups were somewhere around 5 or 6 for the game. He had that interception we talked about, had a fumble recovery. He was all over the place, and he dealt with the extra pressure because his running mate, Desmond Trufant, got hurt midway through the season, so he had to cover people a little bit tighter.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Brady to throw on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Partner, Brady was deserving of the MVP, don't get me wrong, but James White on any other day was probably the MVP. 3 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion.
The number 3 tailback on their depth chart. And so his performance in the game, in a lot of ways, shouldn't surprise us, because that's the New England Patriot way. People pop up in big ball games that maybe you didn't expect, and James White did it in the Super Bowl. His ability to catch the ball in the backfield and gain additional yardage, as well as run it, and what a game for him. What was that, 2 days after his 25th birthday when he accomplished that? Congratulations to him. Absolutely phenomenal, terrific performance, and you're right, would have been the MVP if it wasn't for Tom Brady.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And right side, caught Hogan. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors, 2 fantastic players.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a score. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even 1 step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Falcons now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Surveying the field. He's going to try and go deep again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Matt Ryan, picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. And the wideout in motion. Throwing now is Brady. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it'll bring up third down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. To throw is Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Edelman, the motion man right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Shotgun now for Brady. And he dumps it off to Blount. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. In motion left goes a tight end. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. To throw, it's Brady. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. in the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they're operating in the red zone. The tight end changing his position. Now Brady throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Throwing is Brady on third down. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's going to loft, and that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, More times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Here's Coleman. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to ride and in a bad mood.
They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Brady to throw on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete.
Partner, we know Julian Edelman's always a big part of the game plan for New England, and it was no different in the Super Bowl. They targeted him 13 times. He only had 5 catches for 87 yards, but did he make the catch of all time in the Super Bowl, that 27-yard juggling, incredible, defying catch?
You know what's impressive is they got that call right on the field.
They did.
When I saw it live on television, you were there in person, I thought, that's not a catch. But then they showed the replay. Unbelievable.
And when the official ran in and was emphatic that it was a catch, I thought he meant interception at first because there were so many red jerseys around Edelman. And as it turned out, they nailed it. Got it right on the field, got it right in replay. And Julian Edelman had a big impact in the Super Bowl with that catch.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Sitting with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that.
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On the toss, this is Blunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And quickly, they get to the line.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Bryant's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. His throw incomplete. And we got a second here overlooked by the Super Bowl. Some of the awards given out. Matt Ryan, obviously the MVP, but interesting to see Dak and Zeke finish 1-2 in Rookie of the Year, and you expected that.
Yeah, we expect that. Offensive Rookie of the Year, but I loved how Dak handled it. Said he wished he had a knife so he could split it in half so both could have it. And Joey Bosa was the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
And then Man of the Year, that was split between Larry Fitzgerald and Eli Manning.
Yes, and both of them well-deserved it. I mean, it was fantastic to see both of them on the stage getting that award. And the league loves to acknowledge the Man of the Year because it's not just about what you're doing on the football field, what you're doing in the community, how you're making this place a much better world.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jacob Tamme, 29 yards. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT. And right side caught, Hogan. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, New England. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brady now on first down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. Give him 22 on that one. And that's good for a New England first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. Now Brady throwing on second down, and that's incomplete. The wideout Chris Hogan, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Here's Weems to return. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Floyd taking it in. And the Patriots get a score closer. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. Two quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here's Weems to return. And here now come the Falcons. After the interception, here's Ryan. Sitting with the grab over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way up to the 35-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Ryan. Forced out to his left. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. 3rd down here.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Given 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And the D looking like they may blitz. 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th?
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Danny Amendola on the return. So the Patriots coming out now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They slot Gronkowski outright. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 4th down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Brady now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got room. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche, and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he finds Danny Amendola. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
On the direct snap, Freeman. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Defense showing blitz. Now Ryan down around the goal line. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 95 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And right side caught, Hogan. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Third down and 12. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Alone to the right is Jones. Ryan wants to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
I know exactly why I tried to. There. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. The left side completion to Jones. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And it'll be 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught, left side, Tammy.
Right.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. 4th down, here's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by
I hope we get a speed burst out of there, bro.
Back to the 33-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady.
Yahoo. Thank you.
And now here is another interception.
Yahoo.
Picked off by Robert Alford. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Now Dion Lewis to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try now for Brady.
I thought I would.
Time. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
What you said? What you talking about? No, let's talk about. I'm gonna go get some of these videos of Walker coming down the lane. Yeah, motherfucker.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So
yeah, I'll let y'all tomorrow, man. Hey, Eric, we made it to round 2. Alright, y'all. For sure.